Howdy, howdy, hello. Good evening. Where will we be? This type of stream is not for others to join, because it's not a driving stream. This is a moderation stream. That's what today's are. So you can't do the exact same thing I'm doing. Good evening. Hello. Yesterday we were doing driving around though. I did all the 5 jobs for the TMP driving event in the stream's hours. And that was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Pretty good. How are we doing, big fan? It's very sunny outside. It's very warm. Most of it will be looking around the CD road. So you can go on the CD road if you want, if you're sensible. Might fly over your truck or something like that, but I'm not driving on the CD road. Welcome to the stream, by the way. I'm not driving on the CD road. That's not what I do during these. Only for special occasions, which I've made some videos on. But hello. My event list thingy just isn't showing events. Interesting. This is also not showing anything.
Broskies.
Broskies. Hello, Charlie. Thank you for the 62. God damn, that's a long time. Have a flower, big fan. I need to set that up. And then wonder why it's just disconnecting from all these platforms. Oh my god, man. YouTube chat, hello. If all of them would show up here, that would be nice. That would be, you know, mighty fine. Might have to restart the program. Or that was refreshing it. Holiday's going well. Well, it's been very warm. I hear it's been very warm for you. So that's good. Heron. Is that a good one? What are you for going away? It was fine yesterday and the day before we made. Bit of a delayed punishment, isn't it? What the flip? Braden, Kayla, Giraffe, Star, Ballistic, how you doing? And of course, Hydrate. Hello, James, as well. You're seeing the Turkish. I saw your comment the other day saying that, oh, people drive exactly how they do in game. Like, yes. That's, of course, how it is. Crews are in-chat points that you can gamble just to get more of them. That's all they are. Nope. Don't want that song. Why is it showing? I'll restart the program. That one. Close that down briefly. I did enjoy the Holy Jobs. They were quite fun. I did one of each, and then maybe a few others of the other ones. I did at least one of the uncovered. Loud. I did one of the other ones as well. Log in with Twitch. I need to configure a few things on the mic again, because some of it is still a bit... Speed limits don't exist. I can imagine how fun that'll be. Internal error. Oh, so they're having connectivity issues, are they? Good to know. Can I go back? Can I log in with a different platform? That's funny how if it now doesn't let me log in at all, I'm not able to see any of the other chats other than Twitch and YouTube if I use a different thing. Internal error again. Oh, really? Oh, really? Oh, really? Okay, they know of the problem. Thank you for the follow, Bruno. I have to look down at the phone to see that. Oh god, so just bear in mind that there's no chat there. YouTube chat, I have to bring up this chat so I can see both of them. Hello, Insanity. I hope you're doing well. Put that one in front of my normal one. Just for now, one up. Sim 1, Simulation 1. That's the normal one we do the moderation stuff on. And here we are, the reports list is full. This is where we finished driving yesterday, and there is still a Hawley trailer down here. Still. 25 at 1 AM? Yes. Unfortunately over there, yeah, when brief memories of Greece. It's why those countries, they like come alive at night, because it's like just about bearable. During the day, No. Not bearable during the day. Why is it so buggy? Explain buggy. How's it buggy for you? Biggest dono? I don't know the exact number off by heart, and I wouldn't say the exact number either. You wondered this the other day. If it was you, you can try and beat it if you want. I don't know what it is. You can go for it, you know? Okay. Start from dues, because we started from Calais last time. But a lot of the shops there, I assume Charlie as well, the shops stay open late. Like in the UK, you know, they close at like 5, 6, whereas there, they're open like gone midnight. Because of the nightlife. You know? It's probably the case. Don't want a DLC for it? Oh, you need to get a DLC because you might like it. You might pass your hometown or home village. The Greece DLC is very nice. I like it a lot. You drive a 10 or more, you have very low frames. Yeah, well, it's not made for that many people. When you come to a big city like this, everyone suffers, basically. But it's not terrible in that regard. It's not terrible, it's bearable because it does work. Other Paul then doing something at night? Yeah, exactly. Antalya. Ah. Antalya's the capital, isn't it? Or Ankara, or something. Is it Ankara? I don't know which one it is. Most people think it's Istanbul because it's the biggest one. Hello, Mage, big fan. Your laptop died. Please get it fixed, because the FOMO of not being able to play is not very pleasant. I could do a flower, there you go. Free bands, yes. Would you like a free band? You can get a free band if you want. Isn't it? No, it isn't the capital, no. No. That's one of those trivia things. Capital of Turkey is Ankara. I said one of the other ones. I think it's because Istanbul is the largest. Oh, Istanbul was the former one in the 1920s. Okay. Fair enough. Free band is called Perm. That's a pretty good band. The thing is, you only get it once, though. So. You were lucky to get it, but I don't think you'll get it again. That's unfortunate. How'd you get mod? You apply for it. I applied for mine many, many years ago. It's not open at the moment, but when it does open, and you're able to press the button, because if you have a recent ban, the button won't be clickable for you. So. That's how. Many people think Sydney is. Indeed, Sydney isn't. Remind me of what it is in Australia's case. It's never going to end. No, that's the idea of perm. Yeah, I get that. I get that. Is it Canberra? Or something like that? That's Australia's. Like, imagine if, you know, all this time London wasn't the capital of England. It was something maybe nearby. Or if it was Birmingham or something. Ugh. You know? It'd be so weird. Canberra. Ah, there you go. Or Melbourne. Melbourne, why is there a gap here? It's meant to be full. Only 120 people? This scanner is just parking up, which is okay, though they briefly went on the wrong side, but that's alright. From Luna. Oh, really? Do you understand why it was placed like that? Have you tried appealing it, or you just accepted what it was? Ankara, yes. Fun fact, you know. Corsica to Calais, that's quite a long trip, even if you try and take the boats. That's pretty long trip. Colchester. Anything nice, anything except London would be, yeah. London had a few different names as well. Not appeal 5.2. Well, technically speaking, you can make an appeal for anything. It's just unlikely for anything to go through. You can be like, please, and they'd be like, no. You were placed with that for a very good reason, so no. Nothing's stopping you actually submitting a form. It's just a form. So I did get flashbanged. That's only on stream though, not in real life. I don't have any key lights or anything that would just brighten up. Londinium, yes. It is hundreds of years old. Or you sound very chill about it. I mean, you're getting used to it. Have you evaded since? If you're sounding very chill about it, I'd be pretty bummed out about it. The train. The train is the heavy cargo DLC pack. The locomotive. Any of the really large vehicles is the DLC. Still bangs lights? I should. His ones, yes. I mean, mine are fine. They're just normal, like, sort of desk lights with warm white lights in them. They work. What would I need to change? Yeah, the cargo. That's what I mean. It's from a DLC. I believe it's the same DLC, maybe as this one, and the helicopter. Helicopter is from the high power cargo. That's slightly different. This one, things like that, the large stuff, and the massive coil of whatever it is. 200-ish. It's not bad. It's a journey. We're okay here. Interesting. Well, JCB is a bit more accurate because I guess they've scanned them and done them properly. Whereas the normal one is just their interpretation of those vehicles. But I mean, the train is close. Those types of shunter engines are used in bits of Germany and such, aren't they? Hello. I'm talking to the other chats. You're more than welcome to interact with any of the platforms I'm on. I am reading the TikTok chat though. All of the chat you see in TikTok's case would be here in this corner. When it returns, because it's currently broken, that's where they'll show up. Only 4.5 hours. Pretty good. It still amazes me the fact that I went from like a 11-hour flight to TwitchCon. Some of these songs are so bad. I need to remove them. To less than an hour for this one. Crazy. Crazy stuff. Can I try refreshing it again? It'll be back eventually. Anonym, thank you for the follow. How are you doing? This is where all the traffic ended up, you see? So they're not in the city because they've all left it. They're all gone. People still like parking now. I don't really know why. It's okay if you leave and you go that way, but if you want to leave and go that way, we'll try and merge in. 2.2k people? That's not too much, but it is midweek, so it'll go up a little bit when people start coming home from work and school and whatever. Where's your free band? What would you like it to be for? Chromatic. What do you want, eh? What do you want? You can choose. And I'll get that sorted in the system, eh? Imagine that, one free band per user. Ignoring the fact that they are on free anyway. Half term. No, shouldn't be. Not in June. Oh, that was close. Come on, I mean, the summer holidays haven't started yet, have they? Do they start later this month, or is it next month? I don't know when they start. I don't know when it is. Oh, we got a fair few people doing. Okay. Okay. Hello, Reese. How are you doing? Wi-Fi. Just imagine. What are you sending a picture of? Oh, the hotel. Silver, thank you for the follow. Hello. Porto Vecchio to Calais. That'll take a good hour or two IRL, wouldn't it? At a steady pace. That sounds like a nice trip. Everyone needs to try the longest trips in the game, at least once. So you know how long it takes you. What I need to do, I'll go underground just so you don't get as much of a flashbang. 5 AM, would that work? There we go. Basically the same, but now it's morning, not night. 28 hours and 1 minute. 1 minute counts. 1 minute was probably you parking it. Americans finish. Ah, but that's America, you see. You see, what about Britain? In England. Nice. Hello. When I get the alerts back, especially in TikTok's case, is slowly reconnecting. Thank you for the follow, big fan. Some of the overtakes are not bad. One of them I did just kick. If you mean the one just before the fuel station, that was a kick. To just get them out of the way. Because if you see the tail end of a scenario, you either report it back, or you kick it, because you need to see the entire situation, don't you? You need to see all of it. There are mods for, well, we do both games. The team can do both games. ATS has a far smaller player base, so you won't see people on as often as in ETS. See, that one was a bit more. I want to watch that one back, because that involved a bit of a bump. Oh! Tuna's claiming my report. Enjoy that. Imagine having admins that are like scouring the list. Eh? Imagine that. He can enjoy that. I hope he bans the person for it, because that's a valid report. If he doesn't, then he's in trouble. We're going to have some beef with Tuna, who's fish. Okay, so it's... Oh, the chat's slowly coming back. Okay. Surprised I hadn't been kicked? Well, it depends on the incident, really. Some incidents, like a little scrape or something like that, not too bad. Grant, think of the following. 23rd of July until September. Yeah, it's not too bad. In years gone by, it was, you know... It's shrunk, hasn't it? One of them, I swear, at some point, it was like June. Mid-June. Oh, it's Star. Delivering these forklift things. Shouldn't be driving while tired, don't do that. This game is very relaxing to the point where you probably will doze off. Or have little micro sleeps. Used to be 6 weeks. Yeah. That one's, you know, just over a month. It's only 5 weeks, really. Sounds like it. Oh well. Hello Lukey, hello Sim. How are we doing? Unless... Oh, in-game is your character yawning. Your character is tired. Yes, you should rest there. Refuel as well, why not? Make sure all of it is good. Hello, John. Connectivity slowly coming back. Twitch chat still isn't back in that yet. But it's, you know, Titan, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Oh, there we go. Action was taken for the report. The player has been banned. Thank you, Tuna. Appreciate that. We would have had a strongly worded argument if that wasn't the case. 3 times in a row. It's a shame that YouTube doesn't have watch streaks yet. Twitch does, which is very nice. Maybe they'll borrow that idea. Both platforms have kind of been sharing each other's ideas. You don't want one, Mitch? I mean, the offer's there for you. You know? It's up to you. Friend was lying to you. Oh, I did recognize the name, you see. Remind me what they were talking about? I do recall some conversation because I recognize your name. England lost? Oh dear. Even if it's like a smaller game, England fans get quite rowdy when we win because they celebrate a lot, but when we lose, they just go nuts. So, I wonder what they would have done. Because they're not very pleasant people. 2-minute indefinite ban. Oh, you see. Yeah, I was trying to understand that scenario. The only time that it could be a case is like you were just, or they were wrongfully banned. Like you saw the banner come up, and then you were very, very confused, but then it disappears, which means they've just removed it. Still getting qualified? Ah. So you just lost that one. Fair. Okay. Was this a previous crash? How are you doing, Mitch? Big fan. Nice, yeah, green. Nearly said yellow. We're okay. Usually when I say that, it may jinx it. But it's really not that bad. When you get to the reports, you'll see where the traffic jams actually are. It's pretty good. Doing good too. Doing good too. A few videos I've been working on that aren't mine. One of them was out today. I linked it in the Discord, of course. I'd recommend you watch it. I'm still working on my recap video. I'm about halfway through because doing it day by day. It's going pretty well. Ready for you to see that soon. Lags must have wiped out the whole road, but it was removed. Good that it was removed, but that is quite a bit of lag if you sort of lagged back and forward that far. That's very dangerous.
Ow.
Oh my. Hello, truck. Hello, camper. Because I have seen people do a few little stutters back, and there's one massive one that usually indeed kills the person behind them.
Ow.
It do be dangerous. It quite dangerous. Didn't hear what was said. I can't remember what I said. Something about there's a chance that if that were to be an actual situation that happened, where someone could be wrongfully banned, they see the ban on their profile, they panic about it, but then it disappears because, of course, it's a wrong ban, so they've then been unbanned. Something like that. Witnessed a few? Oh, how was your first day? Doing the in-game stuff, I was on for quite a long time that day because it was a lot of fun. Mostly flying around, seeing what I could do, learning how this panel thingy worked. It's pretty good. This is now outside Calais, so we've just left the CD road. And this is the road leading into the city of Calais, which is one of the two ends. Hello, German. Thank you for the gift. MCT, thank you for the follow. Scanner as well. Stuck? You fell over. Did this one push you over? They might have. I report. I got the report. Wales versus England? Oh. See, we're pretty dignified about rugby. When rugby battles happen, that's pretty good. Thinking about buying ETS2? Yes. In general, yes, it's worth it. It's a nice game to play. You don't have to play it too much. Buy it when it's on sale if you must. Oh, they tipped over by themselves. Oh, and then they got stuck. Yeah, because the other person used this lane to turn. Why is he taking such a wide turn, though? Very wide turn. Will it ever get AI traffic? Maybe. In the future. It's not on their list of things to do. Not near the top of the list, certainly. Otherwise they would have done it by now. It's a tricky project. There's the other bus. Is that a patron vehicle? Because that's definitely not a public vehicle, otherwise everyone would be using it. Realised a good one. They're just taking a nap. Insanity, that's what they're doing. Wide turns are needed, yeah, but not there, because you don't need to do any wide turn to go around. That one. Not too wide, but not too shallow either. No, the AI vehicles I think would be limited based on location. The way I can see it working is just the busier the area, the less AI there is, and vice versa. So here, you'd basically see no AI at all, because there's already enough people here. Hello, Cyril. Riding soon? No, not today. Not driving today. Can I ban you? No. You can say that in your appeal. Don't directly beg for an unban because that doesn't make any sense. You need to explain in your appeal what you think you did. If you genuinely don't know what happened, say that. Because a lot of them may have excuses. where they... Luke, don't say it again. You'll be timed out. Don't say it again. Where the ban is like just placed, and then they appeal very quickly or something, and they claim that they have no idea what just happened. Yes, you do. Of course you know what happened. What do you mean? This is, say, 150 people here now. 13 frames. Make your own skins. You can wear your own skins, but only you'll see them if they are local mods. Not as normal mods. You can customize a normal paint job, which I'd recommend doing. It's just easier to do it that way. Riding assistant, next time we go driving, you're more than welcome to join for that. Could be next week, could be whenever. Puts the lotion on its skin? It does. Why is everyone so focused on City Road? We do have other locations which are very nice, but this road just became a magnet, and unless you get the majority of people moving, they will always come back here. They go where the crowd is. Whenever there's an event, and it periodically, or temporarily rather, becomes a busy spot, they will go there. That's it. So like those locations you mentioned. If you accidentally do it, you can apologize. If you accidentally ban someone, immediately unban them. If you accidentally kick, at least it's a kick. Second busiest spot. Well, ironically, near here counts as a second spot. What there usually is, the road itself is this one here. This one going underneath is for people that don't want to go on that road because it follows it. And then just Rotterdam, kind of Dortmund area, Dusseldorf, where people meet up. The surrounding area counts as the second busiest place. Which doesn't make it any better because it's still the same area. So, and then you might have a convoy happening somewhere. And that's only temp for a few hours. What is his name? You don't need to know the name. It doesn't say the name. You just make a ticket, not a feedback ticket. Oh, an admin crashed into your overtaking. I see. Unlikely they were. But if you have a video of it, that would help. Because unfortunately just explaining it doesn't do much. But if your scenario is correct, where like they did something to you but then you were banned because of it, that's what the ticket's for. They look into the situation from both sides in detail. Can look at your ban? No. That's not what we do on this stream. We don't read ban appeals. Good job pushing out. Well done. We don't read ban appeals on stream. If we did, oh, you'd be in for a good treat. Did I review this one already? Yeah, this was the one that fell over. Yes. Okay. We'll do some of these. You don't tell me to look at your appeal, even if I am the one that did ban you. That's just not what the stream's for. The stream's for the entertainment factor of doing the work. Which is why, again, people wonder about whether someone in a particular short got banned or not. You'll never know that. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. I'll never show me pressing the button. Because that's got nothing to do with it. If they crash beforehand, that's funny. That's what becomes the video. Okay, look at what you got banned for. You're asking me to look at the video in question. I still don't need to do that, though. Because whatever you were banned for is valid from the person that did it. Now, I don't know why they went back over that way. Or why did you choose to go this side? Why not the actual overtaking spot? They're lagging, though. Bit laggy because they're leaving the laggy area. Hello, Joe. Big fan. Something weird. That's what you'd clarify in the appeal, though. That's the idea of the appeal. You'd explain what was this for, and then if they do provide the video, you'd be like, what is that? That's not what I saw. And then you have a bit of a discussion. Not for me. We have a system that's pretty damn good at sorting out all of this stuff where you communicate with the people in question. Use it. Use the tunnel. Very nice. Keyboard driver? I can't hear sounds, by the way. It's done that thing again where the sounds don't work. Nice. You don't hear any gameplay sounds. The role is a volunteer role, yes. The content I make around it is the fun stuff. There we go. Can you hear it a bit more now? Why did the sounds just stop briefly then? Are you bored? Go drive. If you have anything else to do, do you have any chores to do? Any homework to do? Anything else? The English channel tunnel is quite funny. It isn't a completely straight tunnel, but you'd be able to pick up quite a bit of speed in there. It's quite good. One day you'll end up on the stream. In a report? I hope not. Nice. Only thing left to do is you? Well, I mean, you know. Oh, and then they loaded the save. Okay. So they did two things then. Both when I'm not really paying attention. See? Why are you swerving like that? What's up? Because they go for it. At the moment they don't see the person, and oh, suddenly there's an oncoming person. And then they freak out. You clipped them. So, I mean, you know, don't do that. Yeah, explain everything you've just said, Luke. That's what goes in the appeal. That's the whole point of the appeal. You can say as much as you want in the appeal. Nearby user, yes. People have spotted themselves before. I'm fine with that as long as you're not the subject of the report. That'd be nice. Still no Twitch chat in the what's going on? This is why I always have two chat programs open. Because I don't trust it. Luke. Stop it. It's not for here, Luke. Stop it. This is not what you discussed. Oh, yellow bus. Good to see you, Cobra. Hello, how you doing? You don't paste that kind of stuff here. Because what am I going to do? I'm going to look at the video, probably agree with whatever it was. Luke. Listen to me, Luke. Stop posting the link. Luke. Have a little timeout. That was a bit extreme. 30 tickets? Whoa. Toxic is on? I'm sure he's having fun. Maybe he's on vacation from school or something. How to do the moderating? How do I explain that? How to join? You apply. If you're lucky, you can join it. But it's not open yet. Whenever the role opens, and I happen to be doing a stream, I will tell you about it. Because it's usually not open for that long. You don't have that long to apply. They do go above the speed limit. Yes, that's what they do. Because they just want attention. That's what they do. Are you a fan of them? Are you them? Why'd you do that? That one was like not showing any signs of stopping. Are you event manager? How do TMP make sure one isn't a corrupt mod? They keep an eye on you and just check what you're doing. If you do something stupid, they'll talk to you about it. Yeah, I timed them out. I've timed them out. If they come back in about 5 minutes and they do it again, then they'll get that. They'll get more. That wasn't the same person though. No, it was the logging trailer. This was a completely different one. So this one was just them purely not stopping. Because some others appeared to cut them off. And then nothing to do with it. Oh, there we go. Twitch chat slowly sinking. My chat will appear to be the speed of XQC's chat for a moment. While that comes back. Most of them declined. What exactly goes into, like, VTC tickets? Is it just inviting you to events? Or something happens at an event or something? What goes into that? What counts as blocking? If two people are driving next to each other at the same speed, that's blocking. Because one of them is in what would be the faster lane. Blocking doesn't have to be stationary. If they know what they're doing, yes. Because you should be, like, if it was these two in front, that one should be speeding up. But they're not. Blocking is blocking. Restricting the access to users. Can you reverse time? I can play the report backwards, if that's what you mean. It looks very silly, though, and it's a bit of a time waster, so I don't do that. Harold, thank you for the follow. Darak as well. No idea if that's how you actually say that one name. Never said the name before. Daniel, Dawson, Texas. Yordige. Nitty. Archive. Welcome. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. This is going into Duisburg, so they might lag. What counts as collisions? What do you think? That one's a little bit easier to explain. If a collision occurs. Yes? Dara. Ah. I've seen the name in text. There are so many names, even for regular users in the chat, where I've never needed to say the name. When you say a name out loud, it's very different. What counts as reckless driving? Everything. Pretty much all the other rules qualify as dangerous driving, to some extent. If you're in the middle of the road and you're blocking, well, that's dangerous. You're causing a danger to other people. Reckless. You collide with someone, well, that's dangerous. You're doing this, well, that's reckless. See? You do a dodgy overtake and you be very close, well, that's pretty reckless. The word reckless just means, like, dangerous stuff. Slowly catching up. Yeah, it's slowly catching up. It's reconnecting now. Why'd you do that? I know you wanted to merge off, but there was literally someone right next to you. You're not fully in front of them. Just because your cab is in front doesn't mean the entire vehicle is in front. So... And the funny thing is they're limited to that speed, so... It's not that the other player wouldn't let them. There's a city speed limit. When you get in the range of the city, you're limited to 80 in this case. And then when you get a little bit closer, you're limited to 60. So they try to still perform the overtake despite that they were limited in speed. It's funny seeing people do that when they're at very high speeds as well. The ad thing, I did briefly turn it off. It was just a test. Because when I switched scenes, it would reset it as if you're playing a new full set of ads. Don't worry about it. It's just a visual thing, that's all. No, I'm not the one driving, no. My game is frozen. Please don't crash. You can't see the spinning orb, though. No, you can't. Okay. Game! Please. Time to make bad choices. Oh, Belsey, that was a bad choice. Yeah, that wasn't too good then. Well done. I might have to force close the game and load it back up again. Why is it frozen, man? What the flip? No. It's not disconnecting from it. It's my game that's just like not responding. That's all. If I click, it will stop going white. It does that sometimes. Quit. Close program. At least I'd resolved that report first. There's more Twitch chat for you. There it goes. Hello, Club Big Fan. I'm back. What did I say to you beforehand? What did you last hear me say? Because I have no idea. A deer under the map. What do you mean have a deer under the map? What the hell are you saying? You mean in the bottom corner? Posted a message, you were gone. I can't remember what I said. I'll have to scroll up. Got an ad. Oh, event invite slot bookings. Influx of tickets due to miscommunication between event management and TMP. Oh. Server was open for 2 hours, not 3 or 4. Oh. I see. Got it. Ta-da! I'm back and it's night time again. Ta-da! I don't know why this spawns. This pops up here. It's annoying. You know, you want me to check out Toxics, do you? Slimmer Man, the way that you're describing it makes me sound like that you are just him on another account, because no one is that eager to talk about cheaters. That much. That's why that sounds a bit funny. Oh, I see. He's got my name on the plates, yeah? But they're driving sensibly. To try and, trick it.
Ow.
Trick the system, yeah? So eventually they'll do something silly. If they do something silly, they'll get mad for it. They're evading anyway.
Huh?
As they always do. Hello, Potato, big fan. Welcome in. Nice. Gonna overtake as well? Yes, you are. You heard it, brakes. Good nudge. Good nudge. What's going on here? There are voice chats, but you have to make them yourself, because there's no point having a permanently open voice chat if even I don't use them. You'd have to make a voice chat with one of the bots. Hello, G's. G's nuts. How you doing? Hello, operator. Lurking? That's fine. See, this could have been completely avoided had you just slow down. I do have a Discord. You're welcome to join it. It's the exact same name as all the other socials. The name right there, isn't it? That's the invite name, link, thing. Now we go back to the beginning, because there's a lot more stuff going on. The car. How'd you never know? I don't know. I mean, maybe because I can't link things directly in TikTok's case. But the link in the bio has all the links there. So you should have checked it out. Are we almost done? No, we're not. Like for DLCs, or what do you mean for me? No, I'm not done. But I'm not chasing it. I'm not chasing it anymore. See, that was not necessary, was it? Are you getting angry because this person happened to be going a little bit slow? Not slow in the bad sense, just slower than you. Nub? They want me to reply. But I gave them attention because I read it out. Shouldn't have done that. Don't interact with trolls, chat. It's like rule 101 of the internet. Don't do that. And then the original one that overtook. That one. Pushed out in front of the other one. Hello, JB. Thank you for the 3 streams, G. What DLCs? You need all map DLCs for pro mods. Don't worry about the tuning packs, the paint jobs. All the maps. That's what you need. That was close. And they stayed a little bit in front, just to make sure. Just to make sure that they were safely in front. You shouldn't have started the overtake, though, if there was someone next to you. Because they technically started the overtake first. Otherwise, better overtake.
Ow.
But, you know. Hello, Abbott. From SES. No, we're not done yet. No. I don't know what else there would be next that's new. The Nordic Horizons would be the next new one. Along with a revamp of Scandinavia. And Greece, yes. I think in the version now you need Greece as well. In the first version after Greece you didn't need it. But now you do. collisions. Depends on how it's done. Most actual collisions would clearly be a ban, but if someone happens to brake and slow down and bump a person, bumps generally aren't too bad.
Ow.
I did ban those. It's rewatching them first. It's because in the TikTok view you don't see the confirmation. After Nordic? I don't know. I don't work for them. I don't know. How am I supposed to know? What's missing? What would you like to see as a DLC? They want to do things like Iceland as well. Russia? Well, we can't have that yet. But yes, that would otherwise be a DLC. Evan, welcome. Maya, welcome. Revamped UK? No. We're on about like new content. New areas. Churches in Reykjavik. Probably. Ireland? Yeah. The rest of Turkey? Could be. UK rework? Yes. Their final projects before the studio closes its doors, eh? You see me? Oh my god, you're there somewhere. You know where you are. It'd be cool to see their offices someday. I saw their post the other day saying that of a few awards for like best comfy company offices, they won an award or something. It looks really good. It looks so good. Because it's still fairly new. It was only completed like a year or two ago. They're new offices. Why is it worse than base Germany? Because base Germany was recently revamped and Poland has not been revamped yet. The originals of both were pretty basic. They were kind of like this. Can we get Unimogs? There's an AI vehicle of that type of vehicle, I think. Isn't there? I've seen it before. Not gonna end well, don't do it. Oh, why did they slow down as well? Oh, maybe just to rub it in that you failed the other thing. See that? They understood their mistake. They did cock it up. Look at that paint job. So, I mean, don't do that again. Okay. No, if you think of just how many places in Europe and maybe a little bit beyond are missing, then of course there's the remaining US states as well, of which we're only about halfway along. So there's plenty more US states to go. Cool picture of your truck. I may not have seen it. I don't know. These two are driving through each other. Yeah, only ETS2. Well, less of them. But it's a handful of places they don't have yet. Someone said Greenland. I don't know how much trucking goes on there, but yeah, possibly. That could be one as well. The Faroe Islands. Whether that would come with a revamp of the UK. Because they're not part of the UK, but they're near enough to the UK. It may not. But they're not big enough to be its own little expansion. Because they're tiny islands. Really. But it would be nice. Because comparing what we have in Pro Mods to what we have now, Andorra in the main game would be nice. You've seen a car with police lights. It's probably a GM then. Admin. Hello, Oliver. Normal car. Yeah, you can still put police car lights on a normal car. That means they're undercover. It's Asia. There's nothing really stopping them from expanding that far, I guess. Isle of Man. But it's downscaled, you see. You might see like Easter eggs hinting towards it. They might have a bit of the route laid out. But from the brief bit of the Isle of Man you can do in Pro Mods, again as an example, there's only 2 cities. 2 main towns. It's really not to scale. And it probably won't be. Well done. But you caused that though. Oh, nice. You caused that by overtaking. Hello, Gez. You're late, Gez. What's going on? Why are you so late? What brings you here so late? Make it just go yourself. If you mod and make it yourself, then you can't just like increase the size by dragging the corner of it. Not quite how that works. Island should be there. Grey trailer? No. I don't pay attention to many of the normal looking trucks that go by. Something that stands out is if they're using a very bright colour. Like this pink here. Or that very weird red, green, blue that went by. Can't go home from work early because you start stream earlier? That's not my problem. You should be able to. There's no valid reason to leave early. Why not? To Canada, yes. They had a little Easter egg sign saying it was thousands of kilometers away. It'd be funny if they did add a little bit of the tunnel there and just copy pasted it, but then after a while it just ends. So you just fall off the edge. New trucks? Eventually? That takes time because they need to get in contact with the companies. You may not have many new companies because there aren't that many, but you'll have new trucks. As more of them turn EV and more of them make different versions of them, you'll get more. Hello, car guy. The suspect, yes. This is the main one we're focusing on, but if someone else does something in the report, then we'll look at that as well. Love that you reported this one for blocking, despite that one being the cause of it, and then you got a bit impatient. What happened there? Lag. Really? Tesla? I don't want that. It's Tesla. Don't add the Tesla trunk. Let's not do that. The vehicle itself is very interesting, but let's not do that. The thing isn't in full use in the real world either, is it yet? I've only seen it briefly as a gimmick. It's not like it's been picked up en masse by all these popular companies. It's not like all the companies that currently use Peterbilts are going to suddenly have a sub-fleet of Kenworths. Or Peterbilts, aren't they? Of Teslas. So you lagged there. But it was kind of going around, you following the curve because it's a little left, but then he went a little bit further left, a little bit more left. It's still a prototype, yeah. And even then it takes time to get the licensing, and that probably costs quite a lot, and I don't want that truck. Looks funny. Powerful, sure. Wheel in the middle? Yeah. I mean, I guess if you had passengers as well, or someone else in your cabin, I guess they'd sit behind you, perhaps? This one I keep replaying because I'm just trying to understand it. This is where you need your half-time speed. I want to see what they say as the cause for it. Because you were starting to turn left normally, and then you went a little bit further left. Maybe to keep up with the... Nice. Keep up with the turn. Why do I talk like an airline pilot? Is that a good thing? That's just how I talk. What do you mean? They did save themselves. That was close. Edison? Yeah, there was another version, like something not like right. Wasn't there also one called Nikola? Something because you have Tesla and you got Nikola. There was some other company that they're making their own one from scratch. Sounds like you got a flu. That's normal. I do sound a little bit blocked up normally, and I do speak too fast. I should fully cover my mouth, shouldn't I, and make it sound terrible, just like on a plane? That'd be funny. There is. Yeah, I've heard about it. They're quite far away from it being... It went bust. I think I heard that as well, if it is the right one. What I need you to do, chat, okay? because this is something that I've struggled with for a very long time. You need to tell me when I'm just speaking too quickly, because we have a lot of people in here that English is not their native language, and I'm speaking because the majority of people do speak English. I'm English. The general theme is English, but they may understand things a bit, and a lot of the words I'm using are very specific to TMP as well. So if I'm saying all of these abbreviations, they won't understand that either. If you speak slower and clearly, and you don't say you know, like all the time, then you sound better. You can understand it. I'm glad you can. But every few streams, there's someone that comes in that has no idea what I'm saying because I turn into Eminem for about 2 seconds. And, you know, it troubles me because I understand. I realize their issue with it. There are certain phrases I say a lot that I need to cut out of videos as well. I'm trying to think of what they are. Of course, stream guys. Of course. Please. Please, 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 internet, please. 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 It's funny how TikTok seems to be fine. Hello? You okay? You hear me, TikTok? Does everyone else hear me? OBS says it's on 0 bitrate. What's going on? We good? Hear me? That was weird. Okay. We're back. It's going to do that. Yep. It does that when it realizes I'm offline. No, that was internet. That was internet having a bit of a poop. I was watching that report, man. I didn't ban the person in the end. God damn it. We're good, we're good. Because I was looking down at the phone, I'm watching the version of the stream, and that wasn't buffering at all. Odd. So much for fiber, yeah. You know? If other people are having a bit of a problem, oh, it reset the uptime. Oh, that's a shame. Then tell them to refresh. We're back. Is there a report? I don't know if there is one, because the names for me are anonymized, so it's all just the suspect. I don't know, I'm sorry about that. Can't tell. You'd only know if there was one if you get banned. But I am assuming that's not going to be the case. Now, I think watch streaks, the 2 sections of the stream were within half an hour, so I think it maintains the connection. Still very annoying, though.
Ow.
Very annoying. But as this does count as a second stream, yeah. Murderer?
Ow. Ow.
In other games where the nicknames are just completely anonymized,
Ow.
you get random animal names. That'd be funny. Yes, watch streaks are Twitch things. Every time you join the stream, it counts towards a streak of how many streams in a row you have attended and watched. Would be nice if the other platforms had that. So some of the longest in this community are 200 plus streams. Not consecutive days, but consecutive days of being live. If that makes sense. Which is very impressive. The 4 series. I don't know what that looks like off by heart. You want me to Google that? Scania 4 series. It's not going to score 0 because it's a Scania. Oh, it's the older ones. Like the RGL mod. Yeah? I see. Yeah. Looks alright. I don't like when they're too old, though. What I prefer people watching on, to me, it does not matter. You can choose whatever one you want. We've had a lot more people watching on YouTube recently because we've had a lot more people joining from YouTube. Thanks to all the shorts. There's a lot of people that watch on TikTok. Very happy with that. And then, of course, Twitch is the main place anyway. So it does not matter. You crash? Well done. Jesse, thank you for the gift. Lollipop, welcome. And to all the others that have done their daily high as well. There's a crash down there I need to look at. Why were you trying to... or did you push this way? You went this way, didn't you? I would have just slowed down a bit more, to be honest. You shouldn't have continued. Like that. Hello, guys, on the other one. I see your name there. It's a nice green. It's very light green. You kind of did that to yourself, but then you did it again. I was going to delete it. Very nice car going the other way. Okay, genuine. Not after that, I'm afraid. Not after that. When you merge onto a new section of road, stay in the closest lane first, then merge over if you wish. Don't immediately go into the furthest lane. Who's the top? We'll never know, because you said that as I deleted it. If I point out all the other things I do, there's another thing I do a lot. You know when you're speaking and your lips smacks, you get a nice sound, like a clicky sound. That happens a lot. And it sticks out in the audio waveform when sorting videos out. I do it a lot. So the trick is, before you speak, make sure there's not a load of saliva ready to burst out. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. What is this guy, eh? I saw a star earlier. They were a purple dot. That was fine. Unaccepting friend requests. On TikTok? Yes. Because why would I do that? On Discord as well. I don't need any on there. I would only have friends on Discord if I'm due to add to group chats, because people are able to message me without being a friend. Check your mirrors. And your blinker as well. Blinky blink. That's to tell others where you plan on going. The contrary to that is that, of course, when your indicator is on, it doesn't mean that you now have the ability to go wherever you want. You still have to kind of work with the other person. Some people don't get that. This isn't going to work. You've got a barrier coming up. You can run on a laptop. It'll be fine on most laptops. You'll lag in the busy places, sure. Everyone will. Don't left now. Exactly. Some people do that. They're in the other lane and they cut straight across in front of someone else. If you think you're in front and you have enough distance. I don't think they did anything else. Hello, Petru. How are you doing? Spagbog? Ooh. Yeah. Convoy? Probably not. I haven't attended a convoy in a very long time. What convoy is it? There's a TMP convoy coming up soon. Or has it already been? I saw a post about it. Hello, Eric. So those going though, all nice. Enjoy. You know what I didn't go and look at? I didn't go and look at the one that was at the bottom of the ramp. After our friend that went down the ramp. I pointed it out, and I never went back to look at it. 100 reports. All the time. This number will always be a 100. The time. Changing the time or viewing the time? What do you mean activate the time? You mean this time down here as well? This is when I'm looking in reports. If you mean change the time, it's a thing I can do. Viewing. This thing down here, that's to do with reports. That's the real time that this report took place. So, 1 minute ago, because it's in UTC. My time is different in game because it is daytime, I change it to daytime when streaming, so that you can see what we're doing. You cannot activate this, that time at the bottom. It's a thing that's linked to reports. There is also another setting I don't have enabled where it shows my current normal time, because for those that are away from UTC, it's a comparative time. So for them to reference recordings, they look at both times and they're like, oh, it happened at this time. That kind of thing. But I don't need to do that. It's annoying when people do that, because they know that people will move over. How can you report? There are two ways of reporting. Either in-game, like this list is, or on the website. Both are just a few button clicks. Pretty much as JCB said, you now have, I don't know how much of this you can see. You can't see any of it. It's off to the side, never mind. In the player box, there's a search bar. Search for the name, it will filter it down. There's a flag icon next to the name. Press that and it will bring up. I don't have the button because I'm not in the normal thing anyway. It'll bring up the prompt of selecting what you want in the box. What reason you want. If you don't move out of the way, you can get in trouble. Move out of the way of who? Yeah, I'll check the cars afterwards. Remember those cars. Remember the cars. Because I will probably forget. They're very far ahead now. I can see the chat of the player within a limited amount of time. If I'm in my physical... The strange fourth wall bit being that if my physical real-time location is in a busy area, I'll see chat from that area in real time, even though I'm in a report which took place in the past. Did I say port or report? Bottom of the list, so most frequent, most recent. Another one. This one, as I thought, did nothing wrong. What's the issue here? The player box is pressing tab. Good job. Trippy stuff. Where something's in the past and in the present at the same time. Tab is for the playlist. And to get the mouse open to be able to use it is right click. It's not the main menu mouse. So there's two mice. Two mouses. That one I think tried to block them in. Don't do that. Because that's just stupid. It may be successful. But sometimes people go to the extreme when doing that, and they go out of their own lane and expect to be allowed back in again. Why would that work? And they're just about to disappear, so I'll do that. These are within range of the original suspect, so this is why it looks like there's no one else ahead. There are more people ahead. Now if I reload, there's another one. There's another car. Is it this car? No, they pulled over. Unless it is this car. Wait, it is this car. No. Double trailer. What's wrong with the double trailer? Panzer Kampfwagen, yeah, there we are. This one. It's two trains. Oh, two people. I thought it was two trailers. Right. So they do this because they know that most people will move out of the way. Oh, ooh. Good change. And then we basically crashed. Nice. That's fine. They nearly caused the crash, but then they crashed by themselves. That was close. Now, reload it again. This double. When the two cars come past, you'll see them try and step in. Pilot car, yes. They make it look like a police car. Just like that. And the honk as well. It worked. It worked, but please don't do that. Because you're just making it worse. Even though they're in the wrong, you just caused a collision. You know, the white dav. Demon! Might have to ban you for that, demon. Why are you stepping in? It sounds like it's the right thing to do. Please don't do that. Anyone's buffering. Don't say that again. Refresh! No, genuinely, don't interfere even if someone else is in the wrong. Because it sounds like it helps, but it doesn't actually help. It's you this time? Point of love? No, like, yeah, like you hit him, it caused them to crash briefly, but then they just recovered and then kept going, so it didn't actually do much. And luckily, you didn't leave your lane too much there. Because some people do it quite a bit. And it causes them to leave their own lane. What? PSA, don't do that. How can you teach him to be a better driver? Tell him to not play the game. How does someone effortlessly keep breaking the rules? Has so many bans? How? How does someone just easily keep getting bans? What game's this? ETS 2. Euro Truck Simulator 2. There's a multiplayer mod for it. That's what we're playing on. Almost exactly the same spot. I like the horse sound. It's funny. Taya, easy, bunch of numbers. Costin, Adam, Magna, Ty, Fartathon, great name. Dots, Cross, Luvi, Nick. Welcome. Disbalance. Thank you for the follows. Hello. Welcome to all the new people. Nice. Patrolling? No, not this stream, no. Every once in a while I'll do that as part of an event. A special thing I want to do. It's not a common thing I would do. I get less done doing that. Snow, hello, I've seen you in friends' chats. Where did I see your name? I've seen your name today. Welcome to the stream. Wait, I've seen your name today. Whose stream was it? What brings you here? Hope you're doing well. Everywhere. So am I. Because people say like, oh, I've seen your name before. People just have a lot of mutuals. Yeah? Mutuals upon mutuals. This one, they started moving. They also started moving, but they didn't want to give up on it. So they're now committed to it. And now they realized it wouldn't work. I mean, you good you did that. Bring coffee. I'm still working out where you were today. Did Ashley stream today? I don't know if you did. Were you in Leezy's stream? I haven't been in any other streams today. Where's the tea? We drink tea here. How dare you? Make it sound like it's blasphemous to have anything other than tea. Quite. Cup of tea, yes? How do you get back to the server? The same way you joined in the first place. close the game and load back into the game. It will bring you back to the login screen. Yorkshire Gold, alright. Where's the most people? On this road you're seeing here. You go to either the city of Calais or the city of Duisburg, and you'll soon find a lot of people there. True, title screen, it will prompt the login screen again. You don't have to fully close the game. Yeah, let's not go advanced and say like, oh yeah, open your console type game. No. We're just giving them the easy option. The basic option. Yeah, go back to the main menu. Can you believe it? Ages ago, there didn't used to be a proper button for like the title screen, I think. It used to just be a just load up the game. I don't know what it was called beforehand. Launchpad, that's what it was. Did you push out? Is that what it was? That's not that bad though. Laptop. Hello, Trash. How strong's your PC? The streaming on the other platforms, it was streaming at the exact same quality, so it doesn't encode more than it should. There's technically only 2 encodings for the TikTok stream and for everything else, rather than 4 encodings. Good bump. Empty car trailer? Mod. Did you hear the click when I spoke? See that? Why is it lagging? Probably Twitch, because Gez had that, so I think Twitch might be dying then. Back in Europort days? No. I have been one since 2018, and I think Europort started phasing out sometime around then. From its, like, its peak. So many players? Because people go where other people are. It started getting busy as an alternative to Europort, and it's been like that ever since. Hello, Andy. That's a good one. They're then going to do something else. Nice, that was a crash as well. Huh? Come on, you have a holy job. It's like you're representing TMP. The least you could do is drive sensibly. What are you honking about? It's not their fault. They didn't get into that crash. So you have that one, and you had... This one didn't help. Let's not do that. And then there was one where they were in the oncoming lane for quite a while, here. Yeah. Now, the crash... What happened there? Oh, I see. It was an attempted overtake. They then bailed on it. But then in doing so, they bumped the trailer like that. And then just completely lost it. 53! That's a lot of people. One zone, yes. Yes. They'll be in batches. The nearby people will be in certain areas. They'll bunch up. No, people can't see workshop stuff that you're wearing, no. We don't support those. I was just reading Jero's message. This guy. This is in, without looking at location, those signs. We in Italy, southern Italy, or in Spain? Basically Italy. Yeah, it just looks like it. When the Italy DLC came out on the old lighting engine, it was very saturated. You could tell when you're in Italy. You went the wrong way, didn't you? Yeah, I've done... I mean, I've done that before. I haven't turned around, though. Come on now. It's because you go in here and you think it's this side, but no, the fuel pump's on the other side. I don't know how to describe it. Just everything looks saturated compared to now. This lighting engine is more balanced. It's better now. If you look for old versus new, it's an insane difference. I mean, if you miss it, no, don't do that. Turn around. Maybe they were really low on fuel and they couldn't make it to the next one. Simple mistake, but don't fix it by doing that. Server is simulation 1. Sim 1. Sim 1. Bright. The beacons being very, very glowy. Classic. They're still there. Saw them there earlier. What time are you getting off? Maybe on the hour. For a specific amount of time. Reasonable turnaround inside the fuel station. To be fair, it could have been, but I think they felt that may not have been possible. So they maybe needed more space. And then they... Ooh, police car. And then they did it on the outside. Don't know who that is. 5 FPS? I have 50. 50. In this particular angle. People do truck meets. There was one the other day. On Monday. People kept telling me to look at it. What's the problem? Players purposely get reported? Not that I would have known that they did that. The only time I think I've seen scenarios like that is when the report list has been empty and someone else reported themselves as a joke, just so they would be one other report. That kind of thing. This one is annoying because it just... It started on the incident. I don't like when they start on the incident. So while that's the conclusion... we don't see the start of it because a bit annoying. Made no sense. 6 PM 24 minutes ago. Did exactly the same thing. The stream had a heart attack. I've been on for 1 hour 24. Had a bit of the internet had a heart attack. Not OBS this time. But it was disconnecting long enough where it gave up. It actually did. It actually did. Do you remember back in the day during the convoys when my internet on a Thursday used to die at 8 PM on the dot? Ridiculous. Now, you know what? It was actually at 58 minutes. I looked at the clock when that happened, because the first thing I look at isn't the bitrate. Because the server would disconnect first. And then I looked at the clock and it was 17:58. Yep. Why did it take you so long to start moving? Free bands? Yeah, you can apply for a band. What kind of band would you want? No, I don't want that button. I want this button. Who's that? But I suppose they spawned in. It then went red. They were kind of over. I nearly did delete report. And they're kind of sitting there, but then they sat there even during the next round at green. They should have gone when it... Now, really. Just clear the box. Yeah. And then they eventually went. 60 people. Yes. Because this is on the way to the city road. It's leaving one of the two busy places, and they're all heading... Let's go back to real time. They all head out of the city because there's one way down. They all go this way. They all turn this way, including some of them that use this lane. And then they go this way, and then up this way, and then there. That's it. 90-something% of the people that leave Calais will go that exact same way. Because that's just how you get there. Busy, busy. The in-game reports, yes. Some of them get noticed, but a lot of them, as you see how many of them have just come in, if I claim the next one, all of these in between may not be looked at. Because by the time someone up here is done with their report, another 5 may have come in. So it's less likely. See? That's why if your report in-game times out, it tells you to report on the website instead. A second exit. I think people have tried to draw that out. Yeah. In the same intersection you go up the ramp to then turn towards the railway, you should have one at the end of that ramp, yeah. How many? Whoever's on and able to do them. At the moment it's 4. When I first logged on it was 5 or 6. I have been to Duisburg, yes. I started by looking at Duisburg. It is quite a bit to monitor. Technically speaking, if you were on here all day, you would never be able to clear them by yourself. You cannot clear it yourself, unless the server's having a severe connection problem. So there's always something to do. Mods. I haven't used any, so I don't know. Whenever someone says what mods do you recommend, the main thing I say is that go to the Steam Workshop and sort by most subscribed, or most popular, and just go with those. Just scroll down that list and you'll find the good stuff there. In any category. Just go for that. I haven't used an amazing array of mods, so I don't know. Merged into you. Record it. Save a clip. Because by the time you think about how to report in-game, the 2 minutes that the report would last for has already gone. Why did you do that? Just about stopped in time there. Yeah, did you want to go this way to then overtake? But you kept going left as if you were doing a U-turn. It's hazards. I was wondering if they were just genuinely indicating left. But what? See what they say. It may have been to pull over. You can do that if someone else isn't passing you. Blocking the port, yeah. You can just about squeeze through that, can't you? Well, I mean, still there? Still there. Nice. Now, the fun thing about doing that is they would have seen them be kicked, but then the report gets deleted and it says no action taken because I didn't kick them from the report. Funny bit of trickery there. Yeah, anything you want to see, you have to use local mods, but as the term is local. Prime? Where's this? I did the clicky sound again, you see? That I think was the Helsinki port? Some other port? Chatting a lot. I really shouldn't. I tab out and I see a new message. I'm like, oh, I've got to reply to that. Prime! Hopefully the Prime isn't the one at fault. This is Frankfurt Airport. Because it was remade. How long is an active ban? A year. The green symbol, the active level is for a year. Doesn't mean the ban is there for a year. Look, you're not banned for a year. Unless it's permanent. Pro Mods to CD. Did you go to the busy place in Pro Mods? Is that why? It's from the point of expiration of the ban, I think. At least for how long it stays green. Sounds like it should be from the issue date, but no. I think it's from expiration. Hello, Stu. Here we go. Is it reckless because they overtook you on the inside lane rather than the actual overtaking lane? Well, that's your fault, because why are you driving slower than them in one of the faster lanes? Isn't that a legal thing? You're legal, not illegal. You're allowed to do that if the person is slower in the other lane. No collision happened. Prime's at fault. Let's just blame Prime because, you know, I mean, the suspect didn't do anything. Where's your free ban? Everyone that has said they want a free ban, they haven't specified what they want the ban for. I thought my game was going to die again. Please don't freeze like that. Prime, no, Prime is just a VTC. It is a virtual trucking company. It's one of the largest in TMP, so you'll see a lot of those purple and black trucks. Things they co-own? No, I wouldn't say they think they co-own. There's a number of staff members in there, but team members, rather. Right here. Right here, mate. You have to specify a reason, otherwise you get banned for no reason, and people don't like that. They don't like when they get banned for no reason. So you missed the first turn because you panicked. Here, like you were going fine, then you swerved away. Like, is that not the one you wanted? PC just lagged for a moment. Ignore that. Hello? Am I downloading like a mining rig or something? And then they went all the way up to here, where they then tried to go the correct way they wanted to. Now they're going down. They might have accidentally knocked their mouse or controller. Yeah, absolutely. But this isn't the right solution to that, though. I've nudged my wheel before. Yeah. There we go. Didn't expect them to go up there. I thought they'd go over, not just... Well... Landed it pretty well. That was a pretty good landing there. Not bad, not bad. You did cause the collision afterwards as well. You did do that. That was you. He flew. There's a bit of a wah and then down again. That can't be them, isn't it? Because they did get banned, right? It's probably not them. Could you imagine? Fourth wall kind of thing. They didn't actually... They're there, but they're not there. That's their ghost. Hmm. Big kick. No, because they went the wrong way in a busy area and they didn't seem to care about what would happen. They just wanted to fix their own problem. So that's dangerous enough to be bannable. It's a bit more than a kick. Yeah, I think a lot of liabilities would happen if there were people on that bus. All of them would, like when you have very heavy turbulence and you hit the roof of the plane, yeah? Same thing. Straight up, straight back down. Not a mod for a huge server. That's fine. That's fine. There are very few examples like this where you technically be a mod of a massive network. You'd be mods of like a particular Minecraft server, for example. Unless you're a mod of like Hypixel or something, then yeah, Hypixel's way bigger than this. You'd be a mod of like a smaller network. Enjoy, Killer, a big fan. Bucharest? Ooh. Hot and sunny. Are you going to Bucharest? Yeah. Bradley, welcome. Aussie, Manson, Merce, the letter H, Hirek, Ronaldo, John, Jakub, Andrea, So many people. Hope you're doing well. I appreciate all the follows. You're smashing the goal down there. Nice, just like they did to them. Nice. You're from Bucharest as well? Ah, you can say hello then. Makes you wonder how many scenarios you would have walked past someone that you've previously spoken to, maybe just in another community, and you would have had no idea. Absolutely no idea that it was them. I don't really know what that was. Were you actually just intending on pulling over? Maybe. But nothing previously happened. There was this attempt, which I guess worked. Then they didn't go around. Or they did, kind of. Because you did this. So, is someone else playing on your device and then just pressing your mouse in random directions? But there was the honk. The honk is to show that they knew. They knew. They wanted to do that. It's kind of, it gives the game away, really, when you honk before you do the thing. Is this the person? No, this is further along. This is different. Same car. Same coloured car. London. Trying to remote control them? Yeah, leave it alone. Stop remoting onto people, gosh. At least do it properly. Hello. Remember that? That's a different person. That's not the bus. There's the bus. That's different. Good bump. Yellow chunk. And here we go. See, they think this is fine, just zooming past all of it. You're not allowed to do that. The rule says you can't do that in front of a load of people. No, I'm not in Dusseldorf, no. No. Are there a lot of people pulled up there today? Because on Monday they were. Another person tries to stop it. See what I mean? Don't try and step in and block it yourself. Nice. I don't like when people do that. Why you do that? Congratulations, you're now a few steps ahead in the same queue. You're still in the same queue. I hear birds. Oh wow, you turned around very far back. 2 years, never been banned. Congratulations. Easy to not get banned. A lot of people seem to be a bit nervous if they're driving in this area. If you're a bit nervous about what could happen and what outcomes happen, just don't. I know you might be missing out on content. Just don't drive there. Yeah. 2 of them, actually. They both U-turned. There's one, and there's one. Oh, yeah. Well, okay. That's just wrong way because they didn't hit them. Just to show that it is them as well. There you are. 2 of them. How many we get until you're permanently banned? They don't escalate up to perm anymore. If you get that many, then the other rules may kick in because that's clearly quite a lot. And for the one that has 3 months, that's your history. You were on that for a very particular reason. So that's on you. Hello, Eric again. Welcome back. Follow the rules of the road, exactly. Just drive at a modest speed. Don't intend on hitting other people. You know? And once flipped over, refused to F7. Were you screaming in the chat, telling someone to save you? Because people do that a lot. They're like, please help, please push me. Doesn't work. Impersonation. Those are the easy ones, yeah. But then again, that impersonation is not like perm. That's different. Hello, Proto. Proto. Long time ago. Ah, right. Tut. Why? But why? Wow. Again, you've overtaken, so you're a little bit far ahead, but you're in the same traffic. You're still in the traffic. What's the point? It's this kind of rivalry of decision making going on, I guess. It's so weird. You're in the queue. You go on this road because there are other people on this road. You want to be in the traffic, you want to be around the traffic. However, you don't want to spend too long in the traffic, so you want to overtake it because you get a bit impatient. How can you do both? It doesn't work. Because then if they do speed run ahead and they overtake everyone and get to the other end, they'll just U-turn and come back the other way. So you're still there. I'm used to seeing it as well. It's still disappointing. Because that's not what the car's meant to be for. Number plates. Don't put any bad words on the number plates. That's one of the main rules. They apply exactly the same way as if you were to say a bad phrase in... Oh, nice. In the chat. If you put the same, like, F word on your plate, it counts. A lot of people do it when they try and pretend to be police, for example. Worst thing to happen. False. No. The people that use them for trolling behavior, they're quite bad. The car itself is fine. Lovely addition. It's not about the tool, it's the person using it. Yeah. Even if it's safe, yeah. Because the classic scenario happens where you see a long line of people, no one's oncoming. So you're like, oh, okay, I can go for an overtake now, it's fine. The moment you do it, boom, 5 people coming straight at you. And what are you going to do? You can't move anywhere because you've committed to the overtake. Every car? Well, hang on a minute, Dawson. Not every car. There is a pattern, though, because, of course, you're seeing the reports. The reports are the bad stuff. So, of course, you're seeing bad people doing bad things, and quite a lot of them are in cars as well. Factually not correct for them. I beg to differ. When you play. Yes. And do you drive here when you play? I'm not denying like, the fact that, yes, there are quite a lot of cars that are driven by bad people. That doesn't make the car bad. This same logic is applied to guns. The whole problem with guns. Very easy to understand. We're going for an overtake now? No settings you've tried to better in the alternating vehicle. And that's because it's basically framed on top of the Scout anyway. I don't get how people have it handled badly though. For the brief times I've used it, and I use a wheel, it's okay. Oh, is it a force feedback thing? That's probably why I'm okay. Probably why. Yeah, I don't use force feedback. It probably shakes it around too much, doesn't it? Yeah, that bit I don't get. Yes. A car can hit a truck in the right spot and it will tip it over. Really. It will go straight underneath. May not like four-wheel drive. Front-wheel drive? No, maybe not. It's not much. No, there was one of them. The only incident that affected me quite a bit was when we were stopping at one in front was stopping at a red light every now and then. They happened to stop at it quite late. I bumped into them but slowed down just in time. The one behind me didn't, so I kind of went in the floor a bit and then I F7. So you know that happened. Yeah, not bad. Not bad in the grand scheme of things, really. Dawson, 5 months. Appreciate that. Welcome back. Thank you for doing that. Extremely unrealistic and unpredictable FFB. Damn. Oh dear. I'm for slamming the side barrier. That by itself isn't that bad. You must have done something else. Because if you only affected the barrier, unless did you hit the barrier and then bounce off it and hit someone else? It's worth an appeal. Everything is worth an appeal. You can go for it. I pay attention to when that happens. If someone hits a barrier first, then slams off it. If they're not paying attention, then yeah. Oh, the Twitch chat thing is slow again. It's slowing down. All the chats are slowing down. On-screen chat's dying, yep. Last minute. I just try and avoid last minute things. If you can see that the person is slamming on their brakes and it was just not enough, it's better than going at the same full speed with no signs of braking at all. How was that reckless? Oh, was it this? Why would you take the... No, you didn't. Okay, what was wrong with that then? It's reconnecting to it. Slowly and steady. Two days. Up to 3 days. Depends. See, if your ban is about that long anyway, still up to you. Because an appeal can still remove a ban if the ban is indeed falsely applied. Sure, you may have waited for the length of the ban. But if it was still not meant to be there, then how close you are. Yeah, of course, like don't tailgate because they're never inevitably when they stop. Yes. You're not going to. Yeah, it's the more malicious driving. Yes, a lot of people have that as well, because otherwise you'd have clips and reports of everything, and some people don't have that much space to do that. If you can tell it was an accident, or it's like, it's not a big deal, it's all right, then yeah, then don't report. There we go, it's back. Twitch chat's not back on it though. When your pedals got chewed. Chewed? By what? Or just stuck? Some people do report everything. Yeah. They shouldn't. That might have been a collision, but there was no collision here. Was it that? Rabbit. But your pedals, the pedals themselves are metal. What part of it was chewed? I'm imagining because it's made of metal and plastic. What teeth does your rabbit have? Well, they got a British plate, but I don't know who that is. Oh, the wire. Oh, true. They do like wires. Should have thought about that. Lost power. Understandable. While driving, that is very unfortunate. Because you can't just get a... I don't even think they sell like just the pedals separately. They really should. So, that's annoying. Suspect. The suspect is the person in question of the report. So the person that got reported. The main person. Everyone else is just player. Being an inch over the line, yes. Or there are some I've seen where like you'd be stopped at the red light and someone else would go through the red light. It's completely safe to do so. And then you'd report them because they went through the red light. It's okay. It's okay. If it were a really, really simulation, like strict server where you have to, then yes, of course. That's a no-no. Because you get flagged for that in the real world. You weren't fully in front, mate. Why'd you do that? Run a red light. Yeah, loads of people did. Even I did. I went through several red lights before and after I turned off my fines. I was slammed. And people wondering, oh, you went through the red light? What are you doing? And I was like, yeah, it's fine, because no one else is there. It's okay. You're a mod, yes. What you're looking at is what the mods do in-game. There are other places that we can moderate as well. We got slammed. You bought a G29. Enjoy it. The shifter that comes with it, that's a very nice starting thing. That shifter is very easy to move with one finger, I'll tell you that. So don't expect anything really like clunky. I do enjoy doing this, yes. If I didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't be doing it. I think that applies to many things in life. If you need a break from something, take a break from it. This is why I don't do this for too long. So I'm going to be wrapping up soon. Because the more I do, the more work I have afterwards. We drive around sometimes, and sometimes I'll play something else as well. And I don't stream too many times a week. Because I balance it out by editing videos as well. So today, very, very slim chance I'll do something tomorrow. I'd rather stick to my pattern. Oh, the lag. Today is the last stream day of the week. It's already been 3 days. Can you believe it? You didn't like the Thrustmaster. Why not? Which one did you have? I hear good things about them. Most people now are getting the Moser and the Hori and things like that because they're like made for truck sims rather than just a racing wheel. F1 wheel. Oh. How many degrees of rotation was it? This person is frozen. Yeah. Anything less than 900? No. You need 900 degrees. Just makes it easier. How you doing, Laidback? The T150. I have heard of that. I also heard of the T248, I think it was, because we did an in-game event relating to that wheel. Whereabouts? This is Duisburg. Duisburg. This is not me driving. So they were reported probably because of the freeze. Over 900. Good. Some of them also have, I think, up to 1,000? 1,080? Like another rotation or two. Yeah. Using a clutch without an H shifter. Good. Past week. No, it's been a lot longer than the past week. It's been years. There'll be like dips and, you know, where it's less popular. But it will always be until it's fully replaced. Well, no, it won't, because Duisburg has been replaced. Duisburg is up to date, and there are still loads of people there. Calais hasn't yet, and the rest of the actual country road bit of the CD road hasn't changed yet. Hello, Zivio. Hello, Joshi. How often? Which system? Website reports or the ones you're seeing here? We cannot see all of them, so it's one in every little batch if we're working fairly quickly. But people are encouraged to report on the website because all of those will be seen. Every single one. IRL version, there isn't one. Go and look at Google Maps and you'll see it's a bunch of highways. A bunch of motorways. Going through Belgium. And then straddling across Germany. Nice. The ones here. Yeah, not as many of them. So I'm looking at this one here in blue, and there's a bunch there. The next person may claim 85, 86, for example. So there will always be some that get missed. Two-way road you have to force give away. So just more tricky roads. I wouldn't mind seeing it. The newer the DLCs are, the more likely that is. But yes, for now, use pro mods for that. Definitely use pro mods for that. So they were cut off, but now they wanted to cut back in because this person also cut them off. If we go back enough. There we are, because I'm actually paying attention this time. That was that one. Then we skim further ahead. This one... Oh, they're all beefing with each other anyway. So this is all intended, right? Because they swerve towards each other. Didn't he do that? And then the finale is when they did this. Just butting in, swerving to the left. Reserving their spot. Didn't really go well, but nice. All three. Still at the crossing? They're probably just watching the traffic. Why not? Are you... Really? You're desperately trying to go down? 90 is the other report there. I'll look at both. Where do they appear? Oh, there they are. So they want to go down the exact same one they just came back up. What's the point of that? Did you forget something? Left the oven on? Why? Why do that to yourself? What's the point? Of course you're bumping into everyone on the way down as well. Why? The other one was 90, which is probably the origin of them doing it. Unless it was something else. It was the lead up to it. Okay. Well, it's the jokey way of thinking, why else would you just immediately turn around? What did you forget? What's the point? You realized you didn't want to go that way? Teleport. I think they're bored. That's just how I see it. Why else would you do that? I think they're a bit bored. You get a ban, there's no fine, because people can make up what currency they use anyway. They can just give themselves money. Yep. There it is. Okay, so the lead up to that was only the part where they squeezed through, which counts. I'll splice them together. Dot. No idea. Like how every single dot we've seen so far, except from Star, has been very difficult to identify them. Very weird. The car is banned, yes. Car is banned. Someone's screaming. Slow, slow. Is it this guy? It is this guy, okay. Oh, but you have a high horsepower Volvo. Oh, it's an 8x4. What are you being so slow for? People are getting a bit annoyed. Okay, why'd you do that? Hey? Partially deserved. For yelling at people afterwards. You just weren't paying attention? Why'd you do that? Very conspicuous. Well, it also had Star in the text plates on it somewhere. Their own currency. There has to be a way that you wouldn't be able to edit your currency. So any currency you get is like a server side economy, like how some other games do it. So you wouldn't all obviously have the same currency, the same amount of money. But you wouldn't be able to just give yourself more in the files. And that way, money can come out of your account and into someone else's, kind of like insurance. When you swap insurance details? Yes. I don't know how that would be doable, if that even is doable, I don't know. Okay, that'll do. I'm done with it. Don't want to do too many more, because that means I have more to do afterwards. So we're not doing that. Absolutely not. And those two people I kicked. Because people seem to use, as you can clearly see, this lane is the only one that turns left. The others, you don't turn left. But people use these other lanes to go around the people already turning left.